Hi, kindergarten and first grade friends. So this week you're learning all about different kinds of instruments. You're looking at instruments, you're drawing a type of instrument that you might want to make. Could be a made-up instrument. Today we're going to be looking at some different percussion instruments that I made, and I'm going to show you some examples. All of these things I found in my house, and you don't have to use these specific materials, but I want you to use what you find in your house. So I'm going to show you a few examples. We can make different types of drums, and the sounds are different depending on what materials you use. So tin foil kind of makes a different sound than saran wrap. These are just simple. You can use rubber bands to put them on. You don't even need rubber bands if you don't have them. You can use tape. So these are just some examples. I decorated this cup using marker. If you don't have marker, you can use pens. Making art sometimes is all about using the materials that you have. So we're going to be making found object art, and this is going to be awesome. I'm so excited to see your creations if you want to send them to me. So these are our drum examples. I'm going to show you some other examples that I made too, because remember, you don't have to make these. You can make whatever you want. So those are the drums. I made a type of shaker or tambourine. This has a few popcorn kernels in it. And I put tape and tin foil around the outside just to decorate it. And then I also used a marker to design a pattern in a circular form on the outside. These are just 2 paper plates that are put together. So the possibilities are endless with what you find. So there's that. I made a type of rain stick using cardboard. This has some rice in it. I took a little bit of rice from my cabinet. You only need a little bit. And I made sure that I secured the ends with tin foil and tape. And remember, you can use whatever found materials you have in your house. So what I'm going to be making for you today and showing you how to make, and you can make it too if you want, is I decided to design a rain stick or a noise stick. And I decided that I found that I had this really long paper towel roll. I have some duct tape that I'm going to use. I have rubber bands too if I need them. And then I think I'm just going to use some saran wrap to block the edges. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Oh, here's another example of a type of drum you can make. I found a plastic container and I put some tin foil over it, and it was really easy, but listen. Sounds really cool. So, all right, everybody. So now I'm going to show you how to make the rain stick that I designed. I designed what we call a rain stick or a noise stick. You can call it something else if you want. But when I designed it, I drew out the paper towel roll that I knew that I had. I drew a pattern using lines and dots on it because that's the design that I want to have on it. And I drew that I want tin foil on either side. I drew a few grains of rice because that's what I'm going to be putting in it. So now I'm going to show you. I have this paper towel roll, and what I did was I put saran wrap on one side, and I used a rubber band. Remember, you can use whatever you have, okay? And as you can see, there's some rice in there. I put a good amount of rice in, and I actually used a piece of paper that I rolled up to use as a funnel. You might want to use a little spoon, but we want to try and not make a mess. I made a little bit of a mess. As you can see, there's rice, but that's okay. Hopefully you won't make too much of a mess. And if you do, it's okay. You just clean it up. So now I'm just going to show you how I seal it. Okay, we want to make sure, it's the most important that there's a good seal on your rain stick, because if not, the rice or whatever you use to put in there will fall out, and that will make a mess too. So once we have this, I'm gonna take a rubber band, and remember, you can use whatever you want, and I just want to make sure that it's completely sealed around the edges. I forgot to mention, don't use cooked rice. Use uncooked rice, uncooked beans. That's what's going to work to make these noise machines work. And if you can hear it, this makes a really nice soothing sound that sounds like rain a little bit. If you have one that's even longer, it would be cool, but this is the longest one that I have, so we use what we got. So that's that. Now I'm gonna use, I have a Sharpie at my house, so I'm gonna use a Sharpie to decorate it. You don't have to. You can use a pen if you want. You can use a pencil. You can use crayons. You can use something else that you have at your house. Remember, this is what you have. So I think I'm gonna go along with what my sketch was. I'm gonna look at my sketch again. Yeah, so I wanna make a diagonal line design, okay? And remember, friends, this is a pattern, okay? And a pattern, this is using line and then dots. And then a line and then dots. You can do a pattern using 3 different designs too. You could do straight line, wavy line, dots, right? Straight line, wavy line, dots. And then I would go around and I would continue drawing these around the tube as I go. I am so excited to see what you friends come up with. All right, friends, so I just wanted to show you my finished product, my finished rain stick. So as you can see, I drew my patterns all the way around the toilet paper, the paper towel roll. And listen closely. So that's the rice. Depending what material you put in, it'll make a different noise. I am so excited to see what you come up with. Have fun and keep making art and stay safe. Bye.